Next one, Matthew, the euro yen of course is important, but if you want to keep the continuation, you want to be looking at also again if the one that we know for a fact is just not strong but it's weak, and the way it ended the week positive is just because that the other currencies was weak, is the Aussie. So now the dollar, we want to sell the dollar, and the next thing we want to sell is the Aussie. So we want to choose the strong ones versus the Aussie, and that would be the pound. And guys, when you look at the radar screen, you can see the pound Aussie, that's 30% from the high. The euro Aussie right there. So again, your selection is much easier. And this was again from last week. This was our first buy 2 weeks ago, the 158.34, and now it has closed the week at 160.160, and it is just about 60 pips from a very powerful second structural point. Look at this. Perpendicular. And it's a very strong area, so we don't know if it's going to go through it or not, but it's something that we keep a good eye on it. And Femi, are you still long the pound CAD? The pound Aussie? Or the pound? Good for you, man. So we're going to look at the 162.17 and make our decision there. Okay. And you can see this thing is perpendicular. So with that said, we're going to go to the intraday to try to identify an entry for that, and it makes it slightly easy. So our selling point is going to be here, and again it's a week short. It's not one of the shorts that you want to write home about. We're going to buy it above the 160, the 161.64, so we're going to buy it above 161.70. So let me put the numbers in. I'm going to buy it above 161.70, and we're going to sell it below, I forgot, getting tired. We're going to short it below 160.50. Okay. My structural short now is the 158.34. It's still there from last week. Nothing has changed. And my structural long is still the 162.17. It has not changed. And if I buy it above 161.70, I'm placing my stop at 161.40, right below the market side. And my short stop, if I'm going to go short below 160.50, I'm not going to give it any room to go against me, so my stop is going to be above 160.80. Just let him, Andy, let him. Keep your fingers crossed, Andy. Keep your fingers crossed. It's not his fault that you didn't take the trade, Andy. It's not his fault you keep on upgrading your computer. Wow. Grrr. Pull the trigger. Nobody can pull the trigger for you. God bless for him. Let him. Good luck for him. God bless him. Just hold on the trade. Keep your fingers crossed. Wish him luck. You count your money when the eggs. When you count your chicken when the eggs hatch. I mean. Okay. So that is the pound Aussie. We're going to buy it above 161.70, and our structure long is 162.17, so it's about 50 pips away. And if we do, we're going to place our stop below 161.40, so it's about 30 pips on that trade. And we're only going to go short below 160.50, and we're going to put our stop only 30 pips from the short, which is 160.80, and my structural short is going to be the 158.34, which we have from last week. Okay, that is the pound Aussie.